Cliff here again with the Dexter Turbine windmill model project, and this time incorporating a representation of a pump down at the bottom. So I'll turn on the fan and get the rotors going, or the rotor. Now it is driving an O-ring representing the belt from a pulley directly below the turbine to this vertical output shaft, which is coming down past the tank, through the tower, and all the way down to where the pump would be. And this is a fictitious pump, but basically it's demonstrating converting the vertical rotation of that shaft to the vertical oscillation of that crosshead, which is pumping up and down that little representation of a Southwick pump. And that's around the size to scale that he would have supplied with his windmill kits. And he did so saying that the intent was to drive them from his windmill kit. We don't have plans or pictures of how he did that, but this is a fictitious representation, but it's my best guess. So the vertical, that white rod, which will get painted, it's driving a pair of miter gears, and the weight of the rod is taken up by a bearing box at the bottom. And then the horizontal shaft, it's driving a crank. And the crank is driving that little crosshead, which stabilizes things to drive the horizontal, the vertical shaft of the pump. So the pump would be sucking water directly from beneath it out of that pipe. There's a check valve in the pipe to make sure it doesn't flow back. And then I'm showing the vertical fill line going all the way up to the top of the tank, where it would, the fill line would take a long time, but it would gradually fill up that water tank. And then the exit pipe, where when you needed the water, is coming out of the bottom of the tank, and it terminates in a shutoff valve near the ground level where you can reach it. So that's all, folks. Southwick's turbine windmill with a representation roughly of his pump.